build something great, it's not easy to do. And when you're doing something that's not easy to do, you're not always enjoying it. I don't love every day of my job. I don't think every day brings me joy, nor does joy have to be the definition of a good day. And every day I'm not happy. Every year I'm not happy about the company. But I love the company every single second. And so I think that what people misunderstand is somehow the best jobs are the one that brings you happiness all the time. I don't think that that's right. You have to suffer, you have to struggle, you have to endeavor, you have to do those hard things and work through it in order to really appreciate what you've done. And there are no such thing that are great that was easy to do. And so by definition, I would say, therefore, I wish upon you greatness, which by my way of saying it, I wish upon you plenty of pain and suffering. And so
that's right. We have to suffer. So if it comes easy, we cannot enjoy it the same way. So pain and suffering, that's what we have to endure to enjoy when it finally comes. So if you've been following the channel, you know we were there at Micro Center at release, trying to get 5090. Okay. We didn't sleep that night, even when we knew there was no way we're gonna get a 5090, because I was number 22 in line, and they had 4 5090s, only 4. And I was willing to wait 3 days to get a chance. But yeah, there was no chance. So after I waited like 48 hours, the manager of the store just told me, yeah, forget about it. Let's go back home. We're not getting any 5090s. Wait at least a month or something. And I've been trying to buy a 5090 every single day. I mean, I've done everything I know. I'm not an expert in buying 5090s. I mean, this is the first time I am in a position where I can actually, dream of getting one. So, I've tried my best, but I don't know better than any of you, So, I go, I see coming soon, and I never see the add to cart button, so I can actually buy one. So, someone that watches the channel allegedly was able to buy a 5090, and he's willing to send it to me. Of course, I will pay for it once I get it. And he showed me the picture, and he's gonna go and pick it up in his local Best Buy. That was like 2 days ago, and it is a very good sign that the order has not been canceled yet. He told me usually Best Buy would cancel the order if something goes wrong within 24 hours. So it is a very good sign that it's still in process, but it's still not being delivered. So it is not 100%. That's why I'm saying it might be coming next week. But regardless, we're gonna get one for sure. It will happen, but hopefully this works. Because let me tell you, of course, I have to be careful. Make sure I don't get scammed. So I think it's gonna be. I already spoke with him. We're gonna do a video call, and he's gonna send it to me. Once I have it, I'm gonna send him the money. It's that simple. So I think there's no risk on that. I'm not gonna send the money to someone I don't know, of course, if I don't have the GPU in my hands. So I'm aware of that, of course. I received many emails because of the channel, and a lot of them are scams from companies. Click the link here. I even have a sponsored video that is being held right now because to receive the payment, I had to click somewhere and enter my information. I'm like, no, I'm not clicking any links. You can send me the money. There are many ways. and we're trying to work that out. I believe it is legit because they did send me the product, but I am not entering my bank information to get paid anywhere. I mean, there are many ways to get paid. So I'm aware. I mean, having a YouTube channel is definitely a big risk because you're a target. But I don't believe this is a scam. I mean, the person that is contacting me for this, he has donated money on the channel. So I mean, that's a very good indication. I mean, why would you be donating money? And he has been trying to help me get a 5090. Like every time there's a drop, he sends me an email. Hey, see if you can get it. And he tries to do it too. So finally, he got one. I believe it is true, and I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that. So hopefully, it comes soon. And I am especially looking forward to it because I reach out to MSI. We got this MSI contact thanks to the display guy or graphically challenge. So thank you very much. And thanks to this MSI contact, we got the QD OLED monitor for review. And of course, I asked them, hey, can you have 5090 for me? I'll pay for it. I don't even need it for free. I would pay for it very happily. They don't. So they are so hard to get. They are not available. Right now, 5090 isn't a mythical status. So, but I reach out to MSI and I'm like, hey, we might be getting that 5090 potentially next week, and it is actually an MSI 5090. So now, why did I choose the MSI? This one, the gaming trio, because that day when our friend reach out, say, hey, they have the Asus and the MSI. Which one do you want? And the Asus was the Astral. That was like over $3,000 by itself, plus taxes. So I did see it on Best Buy. He was right. Yeah, those two said coming soon. So I said, okay, let's try to go for the MSI because it's just way too much. I mean, it's already a lot of money, but I'm still gonna be paying almost $3,000, which is crazy. But the Asus was $3,000 plus the taxes on top of that, so that's even crazier. So I'm like, okay, we got an MSI GPU. Reach out to MSI and I'm like, hey, can you help me finish the build? Because after spending 5090 money, honestly, I was trying to keep the same case that I have right now, which is, let me show you. This is the case that I am currently using on my PC. And this is to show how much I love this stuff. I still have the case of every single component of my PC. I have the case. This is the brand and the case that I currently have right now. This is not a bad case for the money. This was $28 plus shipping, something like that. I think I paid like $32 or something for this case. And it has all the features. It has some features. But man, it's cheap and it shows. So you're not getting anything extra for the money. You're getting what you paid for, basically. So this case is so cheap that I have to use the GPU that I currently have. I have to put the case on the floor. I have to have the GPU like this, because if I put it like this, the GPU is going to sag. And it's very bad because the support is wobbling. It's like a very cheap and flimsy metal. So I'm like, put the 5090 there. I want to look at it. I want to be able to look at it every day to see if it is predicting the future. I want to see it. So, but the thing is, on the other hand, after spending so much money on the 5090, I'm not gonna be throwing a lot of money to get a nice case, because I also need a power supply. My power supply right now is 750 watts. So I need a power supply, a case, and then it keeps going up. So MSI said, yes, we can provide everything you need. Okay, thank you very much. So they are gonna send me a power supply that is just a monster power supply that I would not. I mean, this is just absurd. And they are sending me a case that, let me tell you. Now, where's my mouse? Oh, let me tell you. In my opinion, I was always like, okay, there's no way I would spend money on a case. And actually, I didn't. This is what I purchased before. But it's one of those things that you would not, go out of your way to try to buy or save money for it. But once you have it, then you're like, okay, this is nice. And I know after you try that, there's no way you're gonna go back and and go with the Chinese super flimsy case like this. So it's like, yeah, you don't want to have a luxury car, but if you ever have the chance to try one, then yeah, you kind of want it. So this case is so amazing. I'm gonna show you. Of course, I have to wait until I have it in front of me, but I'm gonna show you which case we're talking about. So let me read some of your comments. And I'm going to show you the case, the power supply, and some fans that we're getting to, and the plans for the future to upgrade the system. So you like the thumbnail? That was like a futuristic PC. And wait until you see. I mean, this case looks so awesome. It's just, my God. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you all about the upgrades. Thank you very much. Yeah, command center is coming. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get one, man. I've never seen a 5090 available to buy. Only at release. I tried to buy the Founders Edition, and it was telling me we're getting things ready for you, and then it was just forever there until. I mean, it just didn't work. So yeah, it is. Thanks, Jensen. We love you. He loves you. So he wished you pain and suffering. So, we love him back. That's how it goes. So yeah, it's the MSI. So the one we're getting is the MSI Gaming Trio OC. Okay. So why that? Because that was the one that was available. Okay. At that moment. The other day, so I tried to get the Asus TUF. I mean, like multiple times actually. That's the one I was because it has two HDMI outputs. That's why, but it's actually very, very expensive too. So then the Founders Edition, I mean, that would be the perfect, just $2,000 plus tax. That would be the best. But that's a unicorn. I mean, they don't want to sell you a 59 for $2,000. That's too cheap. So yeah, I try to help everyone. I'm not sure what was, how I was able to help you. But anytime, man, anytime. If I can ever help you, let me know. Any questions, you can always. I try to reply to all the comments, but honestly, I cannot. Like right now, if I make a video, I'm getting 8,000 views in a day, and I'm getting like 300 comments. It's just too much. Honestly, sometimes I've tried to. Sometimes I'm like, okay, if I still have comments to reply, I don't want to make another video, because then, because for me, every time I make a video, what I'm looking forward is to answer the comments. And you can see that if you go back on the channel, almost every comment, the vast majority of the comments, I always reply. So if I'm not able to reply to all the comments, I don't want to make another video, because then I get even more comments. So it's overwhelming. But I know, with more success, there's gonna be a point where it's gonna be impossible to keep up. So I have to enjoy every step of the process. Like right now, we have 45 in the chat here. Thank you very much. This stream was not announced, so I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying that I can actually reply to your comment. Probably I'm gonna be able to reply to all the comments, but sometimes we have a lot more people and I cannot reply. So everything has, its pros and cons. Shouldn't you wait for NVIDIA to straighten out their quality control issues? I think the quality control issues, those GPUs, they were sold out already. So I believe at this point, the issues are fixed. Now, the thing is, if I get a GPU that has a problem, and this MSI GPU, I can reach out to MSI and get my money back, or maybe get a replacement. So it shouldn't be a problem for me. It is a problem because I didn't buy the GPU directly. So when it comes to warranty, I think I can still register the GPU myself. So it shouldn't be a problem, and get the proof of purchase just in case for the future. But I didn't buy it myself, so that might be a problem. But yeah, I don't believe I will have a problem. But if it's missing ROPs, or if the 5090 explodes, that's gonna be great content. So for the channel, it's gonna be good. Let me move this light here. It's gonna be good content for the channel, but not very good. Definitely, I'm not looking forward to it. So hopefully we don't have any issues. You can never be sure. It might have less ROPs. Yeah. Astro is worth it for the build in pin sensors. The Astro is very good, man. It's very good. That's why it's so expensive. The thing I like the most about the Astro is it has two HDMI outputs, and it has the thermal pads instead of the thermal paste for the core. And the thermal pads that Asus is using are supposed to last, as long for the lifetime of the GPU. So you don't have to ever open the GPU and replace thermal paste. None of that. That is very, very nice. And Asus is the only company that is trying to do something about the 6-pin connector melting. They do have a way to censor if there's something going on and give you a warning. So that might work well or not. You might get a warning that says, hey, your 5090 is probably catching on fire, so you should turn off your GPU. And you're gaming, you're like, okay, let me finish here and I'll save the game, and then I will restart, and then your 5090 just blows. But yeah, it's too expensive, man. Over $3,000. When I got this, when we decided to go with this one, I think it was a $300 difference. A $300 difference. That's a power supply. That's the power supply I need right there. More than a power supply, of course. That's the power supply in a case, easy. So yeah, it's just too expensive, man. It's just insane what they're trying to charge for these GPUs. Nice, bro. Happy for you. Finally get a 5090. 16 times the detail. Okay? I cannot wait, man. I'm telling you, look. This GPU, this 3080 GPU that I have, is already almost 3 years old. Or actually, no, it's more than 3 years old. I still have the box, as you can see. And I look at this box, and I still get chills. See, I look at my GPU. I look at what I have right now, and I am excited about it. See, it's not like some people, they get something nice, and then they get bored of it, and then it just doesn't matter anymore. I am not like that. You see, I have skates. I like skating. I can look at my skates, and I just get some inspiration. See, I feel good just looking at them. See, my rackets. I play tennis. I love my rackets. And I can look at it. I'm like, wow, man, this is so amazing. My guitar. I can look at my guitar. I'm like, man, look at this. See, so I get excited about it. So I'm looking for you. You cannot believe how this is a dream for me. Okay. This is a dream for me. And I cannot tell you, I cannot wait to get this. So let me show you. I'm going to show you the case that will let me see the future. So I get that 5090 inside, predicting the future. But I need to see it. So I need to get that tempered glass. But this is just ridiculous. Okay. MSI is sending me a case that not even in my wildest dreams I could think of. Okay, this is next level. It's one of those things that it's like a luxury car. You know, right now you ask me, and I'm like, okay, my Honda Civic is very nice. I love it. I'm not thinking on luxury cars. But if I ever try one, then I'm like, okay, wow, this is, oh man, the power. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So let me show you. Let me show you this. Take a look at this, man. I cannot wait to have this in front of me. Okay. To build it, to have all the addressable RGB fans inside, along with the GPU and all the RGB. And I'm not a big fan of RGB. Like, I would actually turn it off to actually use the PC. But, you know, for a moment, to see it, for, you know, enjoy the visual spectacle, I would definitely do it. And man, holy crap. I mean, you can see the entire PC. It's like wide open. Okay, it's just glass. Okay, now you might think, well, that means the cooling is going to suck, because it's like a fridge. Like the PC just enclosed in glass. That's not a good idea. Well, let me tell you, they are sending me 7 fans. 7. Okay, we can have 3. We can have 3 here on the side. Let me see if we can show you a picture here. So this is just the case without fans. But we can have 3 fans here. Let's see if I can. Okay, so we can have 3 fans here vertically like this on the other side. We can have 3 fans at the bottom. We can have 3 fans at the top, and we can have, you know, the exhaust fan on the back. Absolutely insane. Okay. So man, it's just gonna look spectacular. And I'm getting it next week. So I'm getting the case, and I'm getting these fans. I'm getting 7 of them. These fans are, oh, you can put them together. Look at this. And I'm getting the black ones. I'm getting the black case and the black fans. So you can put these fans together like this. Look at that. So you have the addressable RGB synchronized. So when you put 3 fans together, you have the lighting synchronized. Man, this is just absolutely, I mean, it's just gonna look insane. Look at it. This is the build. This is the build. So it would look like this. Actually, they have that case on those fans. You see the 3 fans here and 3 at the top. You can have 3 at the bottom and 1 exhaust. So of course, I'm gonna tell you what's the future. What's next after this? Let me also show you the power supply. So we're getting a power supply. So this is 1250, 1,250 watts. It is you know, it has the 6 by 2 this 12-pin connector. It has 6 by 2, so it is like the latest generation power supply. And I may just look at it. Oh man, It's just, it's nice. Okay, you know, when you get, when I go and buy a power supply, I'm like, okay, give me the cheapest one that's gonna work. When I'm gonna buy a, you know, case, I'm like, okay, cheapest one. A motherboard, cheapest one. I don't care. But it would be nice if it was actually nice. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that for sure. I cannot wait to get that setup. Are you sticking with 5800 X3D or upgrading? I use the 5800 X3D with the 5090 at 4K, and it's still amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing. My main display is the Samsung S90D, 144 hertz, 4K. I think my 5800 S3D is good for that. Now, there are some games. The problem is the games. See, I mean, even my 3080 is fine. I mean, this GPU is great. If the games run, I mean, let's say every single game that I have runs like, I don't know, The Amazing Spider-Man, for example. I don't need to upgrade my PC. And I'm fine with that. It looks amazing. So, but the problem is we get games that are very, very heavy, ridiculously, you know, bad optimized, and they actually don't look great, and they run like crap. And of course, we have the worst offenders. I mean, Monster Hunter World, or Monster Hunter Wilds. It's just insane how bad that game is technically. So that's a broken game. I'm not looking forward to play that game because even with a 5090, I don't think the difference in the quality between that game and the rest of the game is just so big that I would not waste my time playing that game. It's that bad. But there are some games that I really want to play, like Black Myth Wukong. That's the game. That's like the main motivation for me to get a 5090 is that game that I really want to play, but it still doesn't, it's not great technically. So that's the problem. 5800 X3D is very good. Like, I have no issues with that CPU. But then you get Spider-Man 2, which is probably not super well optimized, but it does look amazing. So that's when, see, those are the games that I'm like, okay, it is worth upgrading, because yes, it shouldn't be this demanding, but it is, and it looks amazing, and I want to play it. So, you know, that's the motivation to get a faster CPU, is my point. So with a Spider-Man 2, for example, you turn on ray tracing, or even without ray tracing, you get 60 FPS locked with a 5800 X3D, but not a lot more. So you can use multiple frame generation and fix the problem. But yeah, if you want to push real frames, 5800 X3D is not going to give you 144 FPS rock solid locked without any drops in Spider-Man 2. And the game looks absolutely insane. Yeah, it's woke. I mentioned that. It absolutely sucks. What they've done with that game is just disgusting. But it looks amazing, and I want to play it. It's spectacular. So that's the thing. So what am I going to do? Am I going to keep the 5800 X3D? I can definitely sit on that for a while with a 5090, but I also have the 360 hertz QD OLED monitor, and I cannot wait to see 360 FPS in more games. I can already see it in some games that are not demanding, but not many of them. Okay, with my 3080 and my 5800 X3D, it's very difficult to get 360 frames per second. But the thing is, once you get over 300 FPS, man, it looks so amazing in motion. It's just unbelievably good. So I need a faster CPU, is my point, at some point. So I can, you know, wait until my bank account heals, okay, to get the CPU. But now here's the thing. MSI is supporting the channel. We are getting very good views. And they are awesome, because MSI doesn't tell me, hey, you need to say this, or they don't give me a guide or a paper that I have to follow. MSI sent me this monitor, and the only thing they asked me was 2 videos: a short or live stream, or regular video, anything works. That's it. They are going to send me this power supply, these the the fans and the case, and the only request from them was put the name of the product in the description of the video. That's it. So I mean, this is just amazing. I mean, I cannot ask for anything better. And actually, when I got the MSI contact, they told me MSI is awesome to work with, okay, as a company. So the thing is, if they support me like that, and I'm happy to make videos about new products, I don't need more displays, but it would be nice for me to have other displays to compare. So when people ask me, hey, would you recommend this or that? Do you think this is better than this? And I have a YouTube channel, I have a platform. I need to know, I need to learn. It is nice if they send me products. So the thing is, if MSI supports me like this, then it costs less for me to do an upgrade. Because, for example, if I decide to buy a new CPU, yeah, a CPU is like, I don't know, $500, $600. I don't even know right now how much is the 9800X3D. But the thing is, you have to buy the CPU. I need to get another motherboard, another kit of RAM, and I need to get, I don't know, another cooler maybe. Yeah, I can use the same cooler that I have. But you get the point. It is a lot more expensive for me, so I am a lot less likely to upgrade. But if I can buy the CPU from AMD and MSI can send me the motherboard, that's a big help. And I think they would. I think they would, because they are supporting me this way. So that is awesome. That's absolutely amazing. So I might get a 9800X3D is what I want to say. Because it will be very nice. Okay. And we had 5090, 9800X3D will be very nice. But I think the 5800X3D is fine, especially for 4K, and especially because you have MFG. So I mean, with MFG, you can get a lot higher FPS. You can do 3x MFG and get a very high frame rate on every single game, or even 2x if you have 4K 144. Waiting for AM6. Yeah, it's another thing. I can't wait until the next one. It should be about the same price. The 5090 has been recalled in Europe. Yeah, I was hearing that as a fire hazard. It is a fire hazard. The 5090 is definitely a fire hazard. I hope this one doesn't burn. Actually, the thing is, my biggest concern with the 5090 is not that it's missing ROPs or it's gonna catch on fire. I don't think that's gonna happen to me. It can, but the possibility is very, very small. But now the thing that is actually more concerning to me is coil whine. These GPUs are noisy, and I don't like that. I don't like that. My 3080 is very noisy. I mean, it screams. And sometimes for no reason, like I was using, for example, I was using the other day this feature here on NVIDIA broadcast for the live stream. I tried this. It's called, and I didn't use it at the end. It's called Virtual Key Light. Virtual Key Light. And it says that it uses the GPU very heavily. So I turned that on, and my GPU just starts screaming like crazy. It's like, I'm like, what's going on? Why is it screaming like that? So that's what I don't like about this high-end GPU. Sometimes they are just way too loud, and I find that very distracting. So that's what I am, crossing my fingers. I don't believe. See, sometimes you see on the internet. Let me lower this. So sometimes you see on the internet people showing you, hey, this GPU has coil whine, like the Asus or the NVIDIA Founders Edition, and it might be true that based on the design, the electronics, and all of that, some models might be more likely to have electrical noise. That can be the case, of course. I understand that. But based on what I've seen online and what I've searched, coil wine seems to be like a lottery. Sometimes you get the same model, one doesn't have any coil wine, then another sample has a lot of noise. So that's what I'm trying. Hopefully my 5090 is not one of the very noisy ones. But let's see. But I'm not worried about the rest of it. I mean, if it happens, I just return it and get my money back. That's it. What about my 3090? Is it still good in 2025? Of course. I mean, the 3090 is very, very good. I mean, of course. I mean, even my 3080 is great. It's still a great GPU. Unless you need frame gen, 3090 is all you need. Yeah, I mean, 3090 is a beast. The GPU is a beast. 4080 is where it's at. I mean, the thing is, we get the best we can. It's that simple. I mean, it's not a secret. Every single PC gamer in the world wants the 5090. The thing is, can you get it? Does it make sense for you in the moment in time where you are? Because a lot of people can buy it. You have the money to buy it, but the thing is, you have other things going on in your life, like I do. And getting a 5090 makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so that's the thing. Everyone wants it, but you need to, be a little bit reasonable and don't donate a kidney or mortgage your house and all that stuff. 5080 is just a 4080, but with frame gen and DisplayPort 2.1 and driver level frame generation, etc. Yeah, very underwhelming, man. Nvidia is just giving you bare minimum. I mean, it is. They are like at the legal level improvement. That's what they're giving you. They cannot be negative. They try to be 0% improvement or 1 or 2%. They're not giving you too much. AMC is coming in 2028 to 2030. Damn. So, I mean, that's a long time. So yeah, I'll try to get the 9800 X3, 4080, 5070 Ti, 7900 XTX, and 9070 XT is all you need, even for 4K. Well, the 9800 XTX is actually faster than the 9070 in some games. I was looking at the benchmark. But the thing is, FSR 4 seems to be very good. And unfortunately, it doesn't work in the 7900 XTX. I think AMD didn't close the door with it, but there is a hardware that's missing. There's a part, like a physical part, that is only on the 9070 that the rest of the AMD GPUs don't have. So maybe they can make it work in the future, but it might never work actually. So for me, 9070 XT is a no-brainer. If you're gonna go AMD for the value, I think it's a great GPU. FSR 4 is looking pretty good. It's not as good as the DLSS 4, but it's looking pretty good. I saw the hardware unbox comparison, and it was very, very impressive. Very, very good. So I think that's a very good value GPU. I have a question that's been bugging me. When I use auto HDR with Lilium's inverse tone mapping, after I set the nits, it is so bright. Example, in Power World and Monster Hunter World. So, but what do you mean by it is so bright? So bright in a good way, or so bright in a broken way? So, and I guess you're using Lilium's inverse tone mapping with the Major Paint the Cactus add-on to reshade, not with Windows 11 Auto HDR or anything else. So yeah, tell me more about that. Let me see. Like nearly blinding. I don't know what you're. So tell me more about that. Are you using it with a Major Paint the Cactus? Asus doesn't ask for proof of purchase, just serial number. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. That makes sense. I was disappointed by the 5090. I would rather wait for the 1690. Yeah, the thing is, man, we can wait, but if we keep waiting and waiting, we never get anything, honestly. So I think we have to also consider: do you have time to play right now? And that's very important, because for myself, I am getting busier and busier. And right now, I still have a chance to play once in a while. So I want to use this opportunity. If I keep waiting, 2 years from now, I might be so busy that it doesn't matter if I have the best PC in the world if I cannot use it. And that that is one thing you have to consider. See, a lot of people, they, of course, everyone is dreaming, to have 59, the best PC in the world. And you might see maybe YouTubers. A lot of people envy some of these very famous YouTubers. For example, I don't know, you look at maybe not Gamers Nexus, but like a hot chick that has a lot of followers, and she has a lot of 59. Let me show you this. If we can find this chick up, I forgot her name. Let me see, 5090 review. So people, I saw the comments, and a lot of people hating on this girl, on this lady, because she has a lot of 5090 models. I mean, she has more 5090s than Gamers Nexus. And you're like, why? Like, why this company sending so many 5090s to this lady, and people hating on her? The thing is, do you believe she has time to play? so, so the thing is, if you have time to play, and you have a 3060, you are more fortunate than Gamers Nexus and than that hot girl, for sure, because you can actually use it. So it doesn't matter if you have the best PC in the world if you don't have time for it. So I think this is something very important to consider when we think about getting the best and waiting and waiting. You wait is time that you're actually not playing. Or so yeah, that's what I wanted to say there. Hey man, did you get the speaker setup? So you know how things go when you're communicating with big companies. Sometimes the paperwork and this and that and things take some time, but that's coming. That's coming. It will happen. So we're going to get, I mean, that's gonna be ridiculous. Oh, the audio setup that we're going to get for the command center is gonna be absurd. I mean, it's like a luxury car. Again, there's no way I would think about buying one, but if I have one, wow. And then after you see it, then you don't want to go back. So I am looking forward to it. It's gonna be insane. Actually, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna have to rearrange this setup that I have right now. I might have to change the place and everything to set it up. This is gonna be here. This is gonna be a home theater. Okay, a home theater. It's just gonna be absolutely insane. Wait until I show you what I'm gonna get for audio. Imagine the unboxing. For the unboxing, this audio gear comes with gloves. Okay, so you don't touch this setup with your oily, dirty hands. You need some gloves. It comes with very nice gloves for you to do the unboxing. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so yeah, that's coming, man, and I'm very excited about that. But it's taking some time for some reason. So yeah, it will come. Ray tracing is extremely overrated, making everything unrealistic. Looks like a shiny tire with armor all sprayed. RT low looks way better, in my opinion, making only the important thing shine like water. So, I don't think ray tracing is overrated. Most people hate on ray tracing, actually. So I think most people know what's going on. I think we are just paying to develop the technology. It's not ready yet. I mean, ray tracing ideally should come out once we can turn it on and the FPS doesn't even move because it's using the ray tracing cores. So you have like a separate hardware to process that. You turn it on, no change, no frame rate changes at all. Maybe if your CPU is not powerful enough, yeah. So the frame rate might go down, but not like half. If you turn it on and you cut your frame rate in half, it doesn't make any sense. So I think we're just paying for the development. It's like, for example, when the RTX 2000 series GPUs came out, ray tracing was not there anywhere. DLSS was absolutely terrible. So basically, after a while, now we have a DLSS that's absolutely amazing and that you can actually use in your old RTX 2000 series GPU. So basically, the investment paid off. But basically, you paid for the development of the technology. So one day it will be amazing, but right now it's just not. It's just yeah. A friend of mine just bought an Asus TUF 5090 man for $3,000. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to buy. I mean, I'm gonna end up paying like $3,000 for this one, honestly. So yeah, that's a lot of money, man. It's just a lot of money. But it is what it is. You either pay the $3,000, $3,000 GPU, and you take it home to your $10,000 command center. Isn't that right? It's what it is, man. You pay $3,000 and you get your command center or not. So we got a super chat here from George. Hype build gonna be insane. It'll see the future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat. I think I'm way behind with the oh man, I'm super behind with the comments. Yeah, I cannot keep up. So I'll go back and forth so I don't lose touch with the chat. Yeah, $10,000 command center. We are learning from Jensen's teachings. Okay, so to get a 5090, you need pain and suffering. Okay, otherwise it's just not. You cannot enjoy the success. Okay, so you need pain, suffering. Give all your money, and only after that, then you can enjoy your $10,000 command center with a 5090. So 5090 is on top of the $10,000. Okay. So yeah, it's what it is. $3,000 for that. Yeah. It is crazy, man. So the thing is, the ultimate question for me, the ultimate question to consider if all this technology is worth it is, are the games worth it? Or maybe you don't play games, maybe you do something else for a living. So it's what you're doing, is it worth it? I mean, if you have a business, it definitely is. You're making money with it. Now I have a YouTube channel, so I definitely benefit from having a nice TV and nice PC because I'm making content about it. If I have the tech, I can offer you, my perspective firsthand with the tech and tell you, hey, this is amazing. It is worth it or not. But not really. I mean, I don't need a 5090 to tell you that Monster Hunter runs like garbage and it looks like garbage. I don't need a 5090 for that. But I still want it for myself because it's a dream. I mean, this is a dream for me. This is a dream. This, since I know what a PC is, a gaming PC is, this is my wildest dream is right here. Okay. So you see me getting excited. And here's the thing. This is one thing I want to talk about. Obviously, MSI is sending me all this nice tech and they are not paying me. and they are sending me it for free. But the exchange that's going on here is promotion for them. I have a platform, and that's good business for them. They consider that beneficial, and I understand why. So I get excited with these, and it is real. I mean, you cannot fake that. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I mean, I am more excited than what I can actually express to you. But there's gonna be a point where, imagine. I mean, can you imagine, for example, Gamers Nexus? Can you imagine? Do you think he gets excited if he gets a new case for testing? I don't know. I don't think so. Because I mean, normally, I'm not him, like anyone. You have, one. I mean, you have one monitor, then you get another one, then you get another. Imagine after you have 10 monitors, are you gonna get excited for a new one? Maybe if it is better, of course. But for example, if I have a 5090 already, will I get excited if I get a 5070 for review? No, I would not get excited. Now, I might get a little bit excited because it's some new content for the channel. That's for sure. But my point is, this is real, okay? And I understand the interchange that's going on here with any of these companies. They send me a product. I mean, this audio company would send me a product that costs thousands of dollars, okay? Like an audio setup that's very expensive, just for me to make the videos. The thing is, I get that product and I'm gonna be blown away. Why? Because right now I don't have anything that comes even close to that. So you will see me making a video and going crazy. I'm like, man, this is amazing, because it is. I mean, it's real. Now, what you have to understand is that my excitement doesn't mean that it makes sense to buy that or that that's the best product. That's what I have. You see? So I think the normal evolution of the channel would be, I get what I want, what I need to play games. And once I have that, and if I start getting more products, then we are going to change. We're going to evolve, let's say, from getting excited about the product. We will evolve to trying to offer more insights. I'm not going to, go technical like, Gamers Nexus. He goes like so deep. He has all the tools and things to show, graphs and numbers. That's not my plan. Okay, maybe we'll get into it in the future. I don't know, but that's not my plan. But definitely, if I already have one monitor, I'm getting another one, and then another one, then another one. Then that my goal is not to become an influencer. Is my point. So I am never going to fake, oh, how excited I am about this, if I'm not excited. So if I'm not excited, what I'm going to do is try to offer more insights and tell you, hey, this case has all these features. This is all we can do. It has these defects. I like this. I don't like this. In comparison with other cases, I see this, So we would change that. So do not expect. So my point here is, do not expect that this channel is going to be me, glazing over MSI or NVIDIA because, oh, look at how wonderful this is. It's not going to happen, because I cannot fake my excitement. This is real. But it is real because you have to understand, I've never have anything like this. Not even close. I show you my case. It is a Chinese case. It looks terrible. So first time MSI here is sending me this case. First time they are going to get the best advertisement you could ever have. Why? Because it's real. My excitement. I cannot wait to have this. I cannot wait to have my 5090. So I think this is like the absolute best promotion you can do for a company. When you are honestly, I mean, because people can see that. I mean, you cannot lie. Like, people, they can see it on your face. I am genuinely excited to get this PC. But after that, we are going to change. And you know how meticulous I am. And actually, I was very excited about the MSI 360 hertz QD OLED monitor. But I still told you everything about it. Every single detail, every single scratch, everything that I like, everything I don't like. So I am very meticulous. So we will evolve to offer more insights. But for now, this time, first command center, we're going crazy with it. So don't take that excitement as a sign for you to, run and buy this case. This might not be the best case. Okay, watch a review and all of that. I am excited because I've never had something like this. I'm getting it with my 5090, so I can see it right there, and see if it can predict the future. Okay, so that's my point. So I promise you, I will always be 100% transparent. That's what I can promise you, 100%. I will never change. And I'm telling you, if I'm excited and I'm just going crazy and this makes no sense, I'm going to tell you that. That's what's going on. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think. It makes more sense because that's the way I am anyway, with the people I know, with my friends and everyone. So yeah, pain and suffering. RTX 5090 is pain and suffering. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, horrendous GPU prices. Nvidia are vile. Give me a Gigabyte Aorus Master 5090 with the built-in display. Man, that one looks good, let me tell you. Oof. And also, the performance of that GPU is absolutely amazing. I mean, actually, based on the hardware unbox reviews, that's probably the best 5090. It's performing almost as good as the water-cooled 5090, which is insane. Now, the thing is, if you ever have to take apart that GPU, it is a nightmare because it's using a grease. It's using a thermal paste, or like a different product that I've never seen before on any GPU, that is giving it more contact with the cooling system. But it is a mess. Like when you open that 5090, the Aorus 5090, it's just a paste all over the GPU. It's a mess, a total mess. So hopefully you never have to open that. But if you get that one, the performance and the temperatures, it's just absolutely insane because that material is going even in between the power delivery system, like in between the components, and it's just giving contact to everything. It's just insane what they did with that 5090. So yeah, that's a very good one. AMD has a very competent upscaler right now with FSR 4. Would you ever give them a try? You know what? After getting the 5090, if you ask me, which GPU would you like to get for review, I would get the 9070 XTX, because a 5080, why would I want that? I have a 5090. It makes no sense. Why would I want a 5070 Ti? It makes no sense. So the only thing that makes sense for me is to get an AMD GPU. So I think if you can ever expect a GPU comparison or review, that journey will definitely start with AMD. Definitely. So that's not my plan. And the reason is, once I have the 5090, in here, once it's right there, I don't want to be like, remove a 5090 and put the Radeon GPU, then update the drivers, and it's too much work, man. I actually want to play games. I don't want to be just testing GPUs. I think that's a lot of work. I mean, what Hardware Unbox does, they test 30 games, multiple GPUs. That's insane, bro. That's just so much work. That's just absolutely insane how much work they put into those videos. That's just too much, man. I record my videos, I hit record, one take, and it's out. So it is, of course, I will put effort in some videos in the future, but I'm not planning to become Gamers Nexus or Hardware Unbox. But I will give you my perspective, and I am definitely interested. After having the 5090, I'm definitely interested on getting a 9070 XT, definitely. So I will definitely give them a try. If I get it as a review sample, I would not pay for it because it's not better than the 5090, obviously. But I would definitely like. I mean, maybe I would be even willing to get one for review and then send it back, so they don't have to give it to me. Because why would I keep it after I make the videos? I would not use it. So yeah, I will not keep it. Do you have 15 speakers in one room? Right now, no. I have 4 actually, but yeah, the audio setup is gonna be crazy. Let me tell you, it's gonna be expensive. I'm gonna tell you that, very expensive. You got a 5090 today, man. Let's go. 5090. We have someone here with a 5090. Congratulations. It's an MSI Vanguard. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at that MSI Vanguard. If we can find it here. Products. GPUs. I think it might be easier to find it. Oh, here it is. Graphics cards, Vanguard. 50. So they have 3 different Vanguards. This is a launch edition, SoC. So which one was it? The SoC or the OC? Which one did you get? Well, let's see. I mean, they look the same. Let's see, you got this one. The OC. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Ooh. Man. Look at this thing. It has the dragon here on the side. Man, that look good. Oh, man. Look at this. Look at all that cooling. Oof. That looks good, man. That looks good. Hyper frozen thermal design. Look at the fans. Look how thick that is, bro. Happy for you, man. Happy for you. Enjoy it. I got launch edition. Didn't know there were other versions. So I wonder if that if the launch edition is better overclock or I don't know what the difference is. Nice. It's awesome. Did you get it at a Micro Center or online? Man, hype for the 5090 side effects. I mean, it's easy to get hype about it. I mean, we're talking about. Them. I mean, the 5090 is so powerful that they cannot give it to China with all the power. They have to lower the power to give it to China because it will be an advantage. You cannot let them be at the same level. So I mean, it's easy to get hype about it. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. I'm just the lonely PS5 Pro guy here, jealous of your PC 5090, guys. I mean, you see, enjoy what you have because everything has advantages and disadvantages. So you get on your PS5 Pro, you turn it on, and you play games. I mean, I cannot tell you how many days I've tried to play a game and I cannot. So, I mean, for example, I tried to install the GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. I cannot play it to this day. I've not been able to play it because the Rockstar launcher, for some reason, is broken now. Like, it's not opening. And I've tried to install it, uninstall it, search online, go to your Windows Defender, add an exclusion for the folder, do this and that, add something onto the folder, change the name. I mean, I've tried everything. I cannot open GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. I have the game. Like, I own it. It's not a Cuban version of the game. It's like legit from the Epic Game stores. I cannot open the game. So that's PC for you. You spend $10,000 in your command center. You're trying to play GTA 5 and it doesn't work. And then you're wasting time watching videos to see how to fix it, and the majority of videos don't work and it still doesn't work. Or you have a driver issue like I had the other day, 2 weeks trying to figure out what was going on. Open the PC, clean it. It's still broken. Reinstall Windows, lose a game file, the save of a game or something like that. So enjoy your PS5 Pro. Just play some games. Because the PC is awesome when it's working, but when it's not working, it's a mess. Let me tell you. How do you feel about 575 watts TDP? It's insane how much wattage high-end GPUs now compared to the past. Well, let me tell you, I feel awesome about it because what that means to me is that they are pushing the limits. And that's what I want. You see, if I get a TV, I don't want a TV that's efficient and is saving power. No, I want a TV that cannot be more power hungry. It's just max out. The technology cannot get any better than that. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I love that the 5090 is 600 watts. That's awesome, in my opinion. Now, NVIDIA, probably they didn't want to do that. They want to tell you, oh, the GPU is a beast. And it's actually using, 100 watts. They would like to, to say, oh, it's super efficient. They were probably forced to do that because they couldn't go down from the 4 nanometer. So that's probably what happened. They had to push the power because that's the only. They had to push power and the software to give you an upgrade. So that's it. It's max out 4 nanometer basically. It's what we get with the 59. So I like it. I love that. I mean, my electric bill is gonna be more expensive, but it is what it is. What it means is you need your own power plant. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting this power supply. This power supply is 1,250 watts. That's insane. The whole PC right now, my whole PC, when playing a game, it's below 600 watts. Easy. So, I mean, my power supply is 750 watts. And the power supplies, they can actually deliver more than what they are rated for. But, you have these power transients, the spikes in power that can happen and that can cause a problem. But, worst case scenario, the PC should just shut down. The power supply would just shut down. So this power supply actually allows for a power spike, like a transient, that is like almost 3,000 watts, like 2,000 and something. I think, let me see if I can, look at here. 235% power excursion. And I'm not an expert. I don't know exactly what that means, but I believe that means the power spikes. So this can handle a lot more than what it is rated for with the spike. And I mean, we're talking about, this one comes with 10-year warranty. I think my Seasonic power supply also has 10-year warranty. But yeah, this is absolutely insane. I mean, I can easily get the 5090 and the 3080 at the same time working with this power supply. And I'm going to do that because I want to try. You see, that's another reason why I want to upgrade in the future to PCI Express 5 platform. So I can use the 5090 and the 3080 at the same time with lossless scaling. I want to try that because in that way, this GPU would be used for lossless scaling only. So you don't lose that much performance. That's the idea. When you turn on lossless scaling, you're getting like 120 FPS. You turn it on, you're down to like 80. And then you can double that with frame generation. But that's not worth it in most cases. But if you have a second GPU, you can have the second GPU doing the the frame generation. I think that's very exciting to try. It might not be better than NVIDIA frame generation, but also the 5090 doesn't have doesn't work for PhysX, the 32 version of PhysX, which is some older games like Metro Last Light and other games. The first Batman, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City. But I might try one of those games, and I want to have my PhysX working. So I want to have a second GPU for PhysX. So for that, I cannot use my current motherboard, because when I use two GPUs, and I already tried that, I tried the 3080 with a 1050 Ti for PhysX. Actually, I tried that already, and I was getting a worse performance because when I have two GPUs working, the main PCI Express slot is 8x. It goes down to 8x, so it's just not great. Now with a newer motherboard and PCI Express 5, what I'm expecting is with two GPUs, then it goes down to like PCI Express 4, but that's still fine for the 59. So it should work very well. So I'm looking forward to it. I think that's the PSU I have too. Okay. I mean, this power supply is actually very expensive. Let me see. I don't remember how much this was, but it was like $200 for sure. Let me see where to buy. Oh, I will need to put them. They don't have the price here. Let me look it up. See how much is this. This power supply is expensive. It's not one of the most expensive power supplies, but it has all the latest, features. It has this power supply has the PCIe. It has this dual native 12 volts 2x6 connector, which is the one to recommended to reduce the likelihood of your 5090 blowing up. So yeah, if you want to have a lower chance of your 5090 exploding, this might be a good thing to have. So let's see a Newegg, for example. See how much is this? $239. Okay, $239. That's not cheap for 1250, but you're getting some premium looks and some premium features. So it is what it is. So my power supply is also modular. So when I switch to a different case, I can only remove the cables from the back of my current power supply and keep everything connected to the motherboard, and then just plug it back in, which is nice. So I'll try that. Yeah, NVIDIA deprecated PhysX. Just look at that word. We deprecated. Deprecated. That sounds like, I don't know. It sounds weird. They deprecated PhysX. Yeah, it's for DirectX 9 games. Yeah, it's for the 32 version of PhysX. You don't need 3080 for PhysX. A 1050 works fine. Yeah. But I don't have a 1050. I sold that GPU a long time ago. GTX 8800 can handle PhysX. A 5090 will crumble under. That's crazy. That's really crazy. NVIDIA took away from us game preservation. Yeah, that's definitely right. Which we thought would never happen on PC. Yeah, that is right. That's exactly right. We thought that would never happen on PC. Always buy a PSU that's more than you need, so it goes with you through the upgrades. I mean, I was gonna try a 5090 with my power supply, and the reason is, after buying the 5090, I was not gonna have any money for the power supply, but the channel is blowing, and I did get a lot of support from my Micro Center camping live streams, and after that, I mean, we have. I share how many donations we got on the channel in a month. Absolutely insane. I had other YouTube channels reaching out to me and asking me, man, like, how is that even possible? I've never asked anyone to donate anything, and you guys just dropping super chats left and right. So thank you very much. So we do have money for the power supply, but you know, it's not easy. After spending 5090 money, it's not easy to just have money for anything else, because the 5090 cost like an entire PC by itself. You should use all the cables that comes with your new power supply. Bad idea to use all cables. You know what? You know what's the problem? The thing that I am more afraid of is to remove the 24 pin cable from the motherboard, because I believe I tried to do that one time and it was so hard that I was afraid to break the motherboard. I'm telling you, like it's like solder. So I'm like, man, if I don't have to remove that, but you're right. You're right. It would be better to actually remove them. But I don't think the cables are gonna be bad at all. And those cables are standard, most of them. Of course, I don't have the 12 volts 2x6 connector on my current power supply, so this is gonna be new. But the rest of the ports are gonna be fine. Actually, this power supply comes with two 12 volts 2x6 outputs. That's insane. Two of them. That's what the 5090 should have. Two of them, so we don't get fire. You're gonna try 8K or even 10K downscaling with your 5090. Absolutely, man. I'm trying 8K, no anti-aliasing. It's zero, like completely raw. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to do even frame gen, if it's possible, with no anti-aliasing. But the thing is, the games that support frame gen are games with TAA, based with TAA, and they're gonna have shimmering even at 8K. So it has to be older games that don't support that at all. 5090 is only worth it for tech tubers like our favorite plasma TV for gaming. They have the use case for it. You're right. You're right. It's just way too much money. Way too much money. But let me tell you, if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I would still try to get a 5090. Because, and the only reason is it's a dream. Or it's a dream. I always wanted to have, like, the best GPU. It's a dream. So that's the only reason. But it just makes no sense. It just makes absolutely no sense. But now think about this. You can get a 5090 today and sell it 2 years after, and you might not lose any money. Actually, you might make money. So think about that. That's just insane. There are some people who actually sold their 4090 for more money than what they paid for at release. That's just insane. Imagine you use a GPU for 2 years and you still sell it for the same money. That's a very good investment. Even if you lose $200, I mean, you got 2 years out of it. So that's amazing. So my point is, GPUs are very valuable things. I would, if you follow Jensen's teachings, 49 is actually the best investment you could ever make. So here you go, 5070 equal 4090 performance, or 499, or 549. But yeah, that's the thing. They are not standard. The pins can be wired differently. Okay, interesting. So you think the regular connectors here might not be standardized? I mean, the CPU, this one that goes to the motherboard, these two CPU PCIe, the SATA peripherals, those have to be the same. The 24-pin power connector has to be the same. Those are standards. But you're right. I should use the new cables. I'm just afraid of the 24-pin cable. That's like super hard on my motherboard. So yeah, let's see. The other thing I wanted to ask you. Let me read this comment. True. That's why I bought the Seasonic TX Prime 1000 watts 80 plus titanium, and I also refuse that my whole system spends over 1000 watts. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, for a PC to use more than 1000 watts, I mean, not even with super heavy overclocking, it's gonna be very hard, very very hard. So I was gonna ask you what I want to do when I get the 59 and all these new things. I would like to do a live stream. I would like to spend next Sunday. I hope I have everything next Sunday. And what I would like to do is to build the new PC live. We can have a chat because I would spend the whole day doing that. So I think it's better, to do the live stream. But on the other hand, the live stream is not going to be able to show things with the highest quality. So if I do a video and I, record everything I do with higher quality and then cut the parts and put them together, it might be a better output. But then I would lose the chat. And I really like to do this. You see, the thing is, you have to understand. For me, it is a lot more successful to make videos because the videos get a lot of views, and I get more. For the channel, I get more revenue. I get more growth for the channel than live streams. But I like live streams more. So I'm doing this because I like it too. So I would enjoy more to build the whole PC and change the I was gonna show change the motherboard and everything from my case to this new case. I would enjoy that more to do it live. So I'm not sure exactly what am I going to do because I want more quality for the live stream. Now I can live stream 1440p 60 fps. I tried that the other day, but I have to use the PC. So if I'm changing the PC, I don't have a PC to do that. That's the problem. So yeah, let's see. I'm pretty happy at 4K. Don't feel like I need more pixels. I do want more pixels. I think more pixels are better. The thing is, it's very very hard to run. The more you spend, I got a launch Asus TUF 4090 and sold it for $1,000 more than I paid for it, and got 2 years of use. There you go. RTX 4090, the best investment you could make. There you go, man. That's just insane. You hear that? And yeah, you can't tell Micro Center for that card. That's what I'm talking about. That's just absolutely insane. I don't think there's any other product where you can do that. Maybe a car. Cards, they do hold their value very well. Yeah, it is crazy. Never mix power supply cables with a different PSU. Don't do it. Okay, I will not do it. I'm gonna use them brand new cables for the command center. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I have pulled out that 24-pin. I go flying away when I pull it out. It still works. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. That 24-pin is so incredibly hard. Maybe there's like a product or something to soften the plastic. I don't know. What 5090 is your first choice? I will get the Asus TUF if I could, because it has 2 HDMI outputs and it's not over $3,000. Well, if you can get it, below that. But I mean, they are all good. Have you seen any reviews from any 5090 that absolutely sucks? They are all good. So it doesn't really matter which one you get. And how well they overclock depends a lot on the lottery. See, it's a lottery. You might get a 5090, Asus Astro, and it doesn't overclock as well as a lower tier model. So it's just a yeah. I like more live streams, man. Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. The thing is, StreamYard quality is not very good. So what I might do is have two cameras. Um, I can actually use two phones. Actually, I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone 15 Plus. Someone here at home has that, so it has a very good camera, but it's Apple. So, but so I might use two phones with a StreamYard. So I have a phone very close to what I'm doing, and the other phone for the chat. I think that's gonna work better because the camera from my laptop is trash. The quality is very low. So even if it's 1080p, but if I am close to what I'm doing, you can see it, and I have a studio lights, so you can get the lighting to see well. Now the thing is, the case is black, so the black doesn't it's not as visible on camera as a white case. But let's see. I would like to do the live stream. 5090 plus high-end Intel CPU might be cutting it close on 1000 PSU. Yeah, the Intel CPUs. If you overclock them, you can get high up there. But my 5800 X3 is like 100 watts. It's like it doesn't use a lot of power. Once you get the 5090, you're gonna try 32-bit PhysX titles just for fun. Can you imagine? Can you believe that? $10,000 command center with a 13, how many years old, like a 12-year-old game, a struggling 10-year-old game, struggling to get enough frames. That would be crazy. So yeah, let me see. I miss a lot of comments. Let me go back to guys discussing about 16 gigabytes is not enough for 4K. 7900 XTX is also horrible at ray tracing and upscaling. It is either 4090 or 5090. There's no other option. Also, you got a 9070 XT at MSRP. It's insane. Next week, I got it. So, so you bought one. So do you have it or not? So you're getting it next week, or you bought it already? But you said it's insane. Well, in any case, congratulations. Enjoy the red power. You can afford 10 5090s, but buying one is out of the equation. Man, it is really tough. You know who has? Let me tell you, I know someone who has two 5090s actually. I cannot tell you because he wants it to be a secret. But you might guess who it is. I think you know who it is. You know who it is. He has two 5090s. What's up, Ariel? When you get your 5090? So I answered this one. So I guess the comments I miss are from way before. So the 9800 X3D is like $500 with taxes. DDR5 is like $120. Motherboard, newest ones, $200, $350. So the thing is, I don't think MSI has RAM. I need MSI to help me because after dropping $3,000 on a 5090, I cannot drop $500 more on a 9800 X3D. So I don't think MSI has RAM. Let me see. I don't think so. I've never seen it. Does MSI make RAM? Yeah, let's see. Desktop. So MSI RAM? No, they don't make any RAM. Or do they? No, I don't think they do. They make RAMs. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. So it will be at $500 for the 9800X 3D plus $120. Man. So that with taxes, I mean, we're talking about $700 more. Yeah, I cannot do that because maybe I can ask MSI for the motherboard. Yeah, but yeah, it's just way too money. We're gonna have to wait for that one. We're gonna have to wait. It's just a lot of money, man. It's just a lot. It is crazy. This play guy probably has two 5090s. Yeah, yeah, he has all the toys. I use the Leon Lee Edge, and I love it. 1300 watts is plenty for me. I mean, can't be Marcus. He always pretends the 59 doesn't interest him. No, it's not Marcus. I cannot tell you, bro. It's a secret. But I already spoke with him. He told me. Yeah, it's not a display guy. I mean, he has. Yeah, he of course he has a. No, he's not a display guy. Of course, he has 5090s. He's someone that has not shown the 5090 yet. So I don't want to. I don't want to steal the surprise. Nice. That's a high quality PC. Yeah. I have never played a 32-bit physics game. I saw it, the whitelist. Yeah, I do have some of those games. I do have some of those, and they look great. I mean, I made a video about Metro Last Light. That game looks amazing, absolutely amazing. It's a great game for OLEDs too. It's, super dark. Looks amazing. Once you get the 5090, okay, yeah, I'll try that. So I saw about the 7800X 3D. For the 7700X, playing at 4K X3D doesn't really benefit me. So I guess you got some money out of it. Yeah, 4K you don't need that much CPU, but it's always better. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. Let's leave it there. I think I accomplished what I wanted to do, which was basically show you the command center upgrade. Okay. So to summarize, we're getting this case for the 5090. I mean, like, this looks amazing because it is all glass. This is glass, glass, glass. So you can see the whole thing. Also, if I want to have an open bench, I mean, just have it open because I'm gonna be swapping GPUs or just for better temperature. I don't know. I can just remove this easily, and so it is completely open, completely open. And the cooling should be great because it has a lot of. I mean, the whole back of this case, the whole back, you see, it's all perforated, and it has a mesh here for the dust particles and stuff. So man, this just looks absolutely amazing. It seems like it's not very tall, but it's very wide. So I am expecting my Noctua, my huge Noctua CPU cooler to fit. In this case, definitely the 59 is gonna fit. So I'm looking forward to it. So we're getting this case. The case has a version that comes with 4 fans. So they're going to send me a version that doesn't have any fans. And because of that, they're going to send me actually 7 fans. So I'm ending up even better because they're going to send me 7 of these fans. These fans have addressable RGB. And actually, I didn't look at the price for these fans. Here, let me see how much these fans are. These fans R100. Oh, let me see here. $119 for 3 fans. So they're sending me 7. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Because the case alone is like 100 plus. Then you get 2 of these. It's like 300. It's almost $400 case setup. Man, that's luxury. So that 5090 is going to get luxury. So I'm looking forward to it, man. This looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're getting the fans, the case, and we're getting the power. We're getting the power. 1,250 watts. This has two 12 volts, 2 by 6 outputs. And I mean, it has a 235% total power excursion, which is like to support the spikes. Absolutely amazing. So I'm looking forward to it and build the 5090 PC. We're gonna do a live stream, building the PC most likely, and that live stream is probably gonna be like 6 hours or more. Probably gonna be the whole day building the PC, and actually I hope I can finish that day. So yeah, hopefully we get the 5090 next week again. It was a member of our community. Someone bought it, so he bought it for me. He's gonna send it to me. If everything goes to plan, he's supposed to pick it up at Best Buy Tuesday next week in his local Best Buy. So he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna send it to me. I'll pay for it, of course. So hopefully the order doesn't get canceled or something happens. It has been 2 days so far after he placed the order, and no, the order was not canceled. So that looks good. So hopefully we can get it, man. And yeah, so we might get a. So the thing is, once I get the CPU, so the day I decide to go with the 9800X3D CPU, I might ask MSI for a motherboard. Actually, they have, for this case, they have a motherboard that is called Project Zero. That the motherboard has the connectors in the back. So when you look at it here on this PC, you will not see any cables. So you can see here on this, right now here in this picture, the motherboard in the back. It doesn't have any cables. The only thing you have here is the radiator pipes. That's it. So that motherboard has the connectors on the back. So it seems like it's an MSI thing. Probably other companies have that too. But that motherboard is for this case. So if I get the 9800X3D, I'm not sure if they have a motherboard like that for the 9800X3D. Most likely, that would be awesome because that's gonna look even better. It would be MSI, of course. So man, I think that would be amazing. And they also have this. So my air cooler is very good. I mean, it's good enough for the 9800X3D too, but this would be nicer because the addressable RGB, okay, to match all the fans. So I think that would be awesome. So yeah, that might happen in the future, but for now, 5090 is just way too much money. So I don't want to spend even more than that. The reason the 12 volts connector gets hard and stuck is because plastic expands and contracts with heat, and there is too much heat through that connector. That's why they recommend you to wait to cool off. So I'm talking about the 24 pins connector on the motherboard. It's super hard. Me, bro. X670E Hero board, 9800X3D, 64 gigabytes of DDR RAM, 6400 MT CL32, 7900 XTX, and now 9070 XT getting here this Monday. That's a command center. Happy for you, man. enjoy the red power. I think the 9070 XT is looking insane. And I mean, value, it's just off the chart. You can overclock that to get it very, very, very high on the charts. Enjoy that, man. Congratulations. So, yeah, man, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for all of you who joined the stream. Uh, we have live stream tomorrow with gaming tech. You're welcome, and I'm genuinely happy for you, man. That's just amazing. You're gonna predict the future with that setup. So tomorrow, live stream with gaming tech. This weekend, I have a lot of videos pending. And I haven't tested the 3D glasses prototype that I got yet. Because it doesn't work for gaming, I'm always pushing it back. But I have to make that video, man. Someone sent me a prototype of active 3D glasses that work with a program, with a player, special player on the PC. And the glasses are fine-tuned already for the C1, but I can also change it and fine-tune it for other TVs. So that's a project that I want to support. But because it doesn't work for gaming, I've been pushing it back, but I want to try that. The thing is, I don't have any movies. I have nothing to try. That's another reason why I have not. I have no videos to try the thing. I have to record videos actually to on the PC, record some videos to see if I can do that. Joining late, Ariel. 3D is coming back in the 2030s. No, I mean, we already have a glassless 3D monitor from Samsung. Hopefully, we start getting more of those. It's an LCD monitor. It's like 165 hertz, I believe. And it's 27-inch only. So it's not very compelling. If it was OLED, and if it was a bigger screen size, I would be all over it. I would buy it. I mean, glassless 3D, QD OLED, 32-inch, 240 hertz. Give me that. Give me that. And if it was a big TV, even better. So yeah, we need 3D. But yeah, I have a lot of videos pending, things that I want to do. I want to do, in layman's terms, remember me. Hey, you said you were gonna do a video about the Blurbusters law, explaining it better now, and I have that video pending. I want to make that video. Also, before we finish, let me touch on this. I made the G5 video yesterday, and I made a mistake. I corrected with a pinned comment, and I also did a community post. But in case you didn't see that, you see, it is confusing. It was confusing for me. The color gamut numbers I got from HDTV test. And the reason is the graph was the same. The only thing that changed was the percentage, the number. So on the S95C review from HDTV test, he shows over 90% BT2020. Okay. And then on the G4, he shows like the 83 point something that I share on the video. So I'm like, okay, that's a big difference. And people were telling me, well, actually, that's not the case, because the 90% number is in UV measurement, and the 83% number of the G5 is an XY measurement. But I'm like, in both videos from HDTV test, it says XY. The graph is exactly the same, and I share those pictures and those videos in the community post. So I think HDTV test made a mistake, or I am missing something. It is definitely misleading, okay? And that should be very clear. So I actually share a picture that someone sent me through email. The TV calibrator actually sent me that. It was a picture that he took from his report about the A95L. And you can see both measurements. You can see the BT2020 measured in UV and in XY, and the number is different. So basically, my point is, I was looking at this LG G5 reviews and videos, and I'm like, that content is not showing the difference, and they are saying the colors are just so close that you would not tell the difference. And I'm like, there's no way. QD OLED has to have better color still. And it does, but the difference is not that big. The difference is basically like 3%. So, QD OLED in XY, I forgot, it's called CIE 1974 XY, the unit of measurement. No, 1931, or I forgot the year. It's an older year, XY. And then you have the CIE 1974 UV. So the UV number is the one that's over 90%, and the XY number is like 86% or something like that. 86 point something. So you have QD OLED is at 86 point something percent of BT 2020, and then you have the G5 is 83 point something. So it's like a 3% difference. So it seems like that percentage, that difference, is irrelevant. You will not be able to tell the difference. And for example, my QD OLED monitor, it probably has 10% lower BT 2020 color gamut than my S90D. And yes, I can tell the difference. The TV is a lot brighter and it is more colorful, but it's not a big deal. So based on that, my point is, if I can barely tell the difference between my monitor and my TV when it comes to the colors, and the monitor looks amazing, the G5 probably has a higher color gamut than this QD OLED monitor, probably. The G5 might be absolutely insane. Now, the thing is, I still want to see that because it is still WRGB OLED. WRGB cannot be better. It's not going to be better than RGB. But let's see. Let's see. The thing is, the G5 is looking pretty good. That's my point. So yeah, man, let's leave it there. Let's go. Command center coming soon. Thank you very much. Oh, there you go. Here it is. So here is the hero. So we got the hero. He's the one who bought the 5090 for the channel. So Andre Davis, I'm gonna say your name because you have your name on your YouTube channel profile. So he got the 5090 for the channel. Okay, of course I'm gonna pay for it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. So fingers crossed, everything goes well. You can get it next week. You can send it to me. I'll send you the money. And thank you very much. And yeah, man, it's just gonna be. I mean, I've not been able to buy one. You've been trying to help me. Like he has been trying to. Every time there is a Newegg shuffle or a Best Buy drop, he sends me an email. Hey, there's gonna be a drop. Enter the shuffle, and I've tried, but I've not been lucky. I think he already has one. So I don't know what is he doing, why he gets so lucky to get a 5090. But yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, I don't think we have a scam here. I think he's legit. Actually, he has donated money here on the channel, so I don't think I'm getting a scam. But don't worry, because some people were telling me, hey, be careful, because someone sending you an email saying that they will send you a 5090 could be a scam. Of course, I understand that. I've gotten a lot of emails on the channel for the channel that I suspect they are scams. I don't think this one is, but I will still be careful. We'll have a conversation, over the phone, virtually, video call. We already agreed to do a video call. He will send me a 5090, and after I get it, then I'll send him the money. So that's gonna work. No issues. And I will pay for the shipping too. So shipping, he's gonna ship it to me. I'll pay for that too. I'll pay for the 5090 for the shipping, and hopefully it gets here in one piece. If it has an issue, then I will contact MSI and figure it out with them. Hopefully we have no issues, or maybe we'll figure it out. Let's see what happens. So yeah, man, let's go. Let's leave it there. Let me read this one before we go. AI conversion to 3D on 500 hertz 4K OLED on every game and movie is basically the end game. Personally, good 3D makes a massive difference in immersion, especially on a game with Warp X. Well, I mean, I love 3D, but VR is next level to 3D. And actually, we can play games on 3D with a VR headset. I have that. I'm planning to get a high-end VR headset. But you know what? I'm gonna try to reach out to these companies that sell very high, very expensive VR headsets. Because if I can get one for the channel, why not? Hey, send me a VR headset. We're talking about a $2,000 VR headset. It should be awesome. So send it to me and I will promote it because it should be awesome. I'm gonna tell you everything about it. Everything. Every single detail. I'm gonna tell you about it. But I'll get very excited because I don't have something like that. So I want a VR headset, a $2,000 VR headset. Yeah, there are some very expensive VR headsets, but as far as I've researched, VR headsets are still not at the level of just perfect. They still have some issues. So yeah, but if they send it to me for free, I can test it. If I don't like it, then I'll send it back, or I don't use it. But if I spend $2,000 and I don't like it, or I cannot use it because it is uncomfortable, then that's a problem. So yeah, thank you very much. We'll get this done on Tuesday. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Here's the hero for you. The hero of the channel, Andre Davis. Thank you very much. We're gonna do we're gonna have to do a sculpture of you. Your name here will be immortalized in the plasma TV wallpaper. We're gonna have a wallpaper on the computer, on the PC. So when I make a video, it's a wallpaper with your user profile or whatever you want. Yeah. Valve is making a new VR headset. Yeah, I hope it is an OLED. It has to be perfect blacks. Like I have a Quest 2. It's great in motion. I need an OLED. It has to have perfect blacks. All good, brother. Just want us to eat good. Thank you very much. So yeah, man, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much for everyone for joining. I'm looking forward to getting my 5090, getting the new futuristic looking case with all the power and the addressable RGB. And we're gonna get the audio setup for the command center. We're getting a home theater setup, crazy home theater setup for gaming. I mean, I'm gonna be playing games with the next level of immersion. So I'm gonna looking forward to that. So thank you very much, man. You have a good night. Peace. You guys take care and see you next time. See you tomorrow with gaming tech.
You want to build something great. It's not easy to do. And when you're doing something that's not easy to do, you're not always enjoying it. I don't love every day of my job. I don't think every day brings me joy, nor does joy have to be the definition of a good day. And every day I'm not happy. Every year I'm not happy about the company. But I love the company every single second. And so I think that what people misunderstand is somehow the best jobs are the one that brings you happiness all the time. I don't think that that's right. You have to suffer, you have to struggle, you have to endeavor, you have to do those hard things and work through it in order to really appreciate what you've done. And there are no such thing that are great that was easy to do. And so by definition, I would say, therefore, I wish upon you greatness, which by my way of saying it, I wish upon you plenty of pain and suffering. And so